Discipline is not something you use only when life feels good. It's not a tool you pull out for a crisis or a short-term goal. Real discipline, the kind that builds unshakable lives, is what you live by when everything feels wrong. It's the foundation you stand on when motivation has left, when circumstances are against you, and when every excuse is screaming in your ear. This is the central, transformative idea we're exploring. This isn't about forcing yourself into a brutal, joyless grind. It's about a fundamental mindset shift, moving discipline from being an occasional event to being your normal, everyday way of living. When discipline becomes normal, the internal war stops. You no longer wake up arguing with yourself about what you should do. You simply are someone who does what matters. The journey from frustration to freedom starts with a single powerful decision. You must stop treating your goals as distant wishes and start acting like the person who has already achieved them. Your identity isn't fixed. It's forged by your repeated behaviors. So if you want to be a writer, you don't just wish for a book, you become the person who writes, without fail, every single day. If you want health, you become the person who moves and nourishes their body, not as a punishment, but as a promise. This is the bridge between your current reality and your future self. You don't transform your life in one giant leap. You transform it through small, daily actions that slowly, irrevocably reshape who you are. To make this shift sustainable, you cannot rely on willpower alone. Willpower is a fleeting resource. The solution is to build a structure that forces success. This means designing your environment and your day so that the right action is the easiest action. It's about cleaning the clutter from your physical and digital spaces so your mind can focus. It's about scheduling your priorities and protecting that time like a sacred appointment, because it is. It's an appointment with your future. A strong structure removes constant decision-making, which drains your energy. It becomes a safety net on your weakest days, guiding you back to your path when you feel lost. When your environment reflects your goals, discipline stops being a fight and starts being a flow. Within this structure, the daily battle is won by choosing purpose over comfort every single time. Comfort is a seductive whisper. It promises immediate relief and asks for nothing. But comfort has no loyalty to your future. Purpose, on the other hand, is the quiet, steady voice that asks, "What will help the person I am becoming?" Choosing purpose means reading a few pages instead of scrolling, taking that walk when you're tired, or starting the project you've been dreading. These choices are rarely glamorous, but they are profoundly meaningful. Each one is a vote for a future you can be proud of. Each one builds a deep internal integrity. The temporary discomfort of effort is always, always worth the lasting pride of progress. This daily commitment crystallizes into one non-negotiable rule. Turn your goals into actions you never skip. Consistency is the engine of transformation. It's not about massive, heroic efforts once in a while. It's about showing up every single day, especially when you don't want to. Break your grandest vision down into a simple, daily action so small that skipping it feels absurd. Then guard that action. Do it first. Protect it from distractions. This consistent follow-through does something magical. It builds unbreakable trust in yourself. You begin to believe in your own promises. This self-trust becomes the bedrock of your confidence. You no longer hope you'll do the work. You know you will. As you live this way, something beautiful happens. Discipline ceases to feel like an external force and becomes your internal compass. You begin to live each day with intention and follow-through. Your days are no longer reactive, blown about by other people's demands and random events. They become proactive, deliberate, and directed by you. This intentional living brings a profound sense of peace and control. You end your days not with anxiety over what you didn't do, but with satisfaction for what you did. You build momentum that compounds over weeks and months, turning small steps into monumental journeys. Ultimately, this process forges a lifestyle that reflects strong discipline. It's in how you keep your space, how you speak to yourself, how you honor your time. It's a lifestyle that speaks of self-respect before it ever speaks of success. People will notice your consistency, your reliability, your calm strength. But more importantly, you will feel it. You will become resilient. Challenges become tests of your character that you are prepared to meet, not terrifying threats. Failure is no longer a full stop, it's feedback. You learn, adjust, and continue because your discipline is no longer tied to a single outcome. It's part of who you are. So let consistency define you. Let your daily actions be the truest measure of your character. The world is filled with people who start with passion. What separates those who build lasting legacies is their loyalty to the process, long after the initial feeling fades. Your future is not created in a single inspired moment. It is built in the thousands of ordinary moments where you choose discipline over distraction, purpose over comfort, and action over delay. You have the power to make that choice today, and tomorrow, and every day after. Start by deciding who you want to be, and then have the courage to act like that person right now. The most powerful version of your life is waiting on the other side of that decision. If this philosophy of empowered, identity-driven discipline resonates with you, there is so much more to explore. For deep dives into the mindsets and methods that build resilient, focused, and purposeful lives, make sure you're subscribed to the audiobook summary channel. We transformed the world's most powerful ideas on discipline, productivity, and personal mastery into actionable audio summaries you can listen to anywhere. Join our community of learners and doers, subscribe today, and let's continue building the foundation for your best life.